Hey guys, so today I want to tell you all my top 5 natural hair tips. I think these tips have worked for me over the years. Coming up, I'll be natural for 4 years. Yeah, and everything has been going good. Everything is trial and error. So these 5 tips have really worked for me, and I just want to share them with you all today. So, number 1 is to deep condition. I'm not going to tell you what regularly means because it can be different for everybody. I used to deep condition my hair every week, but now since I put color in I've always been putting color in my hair, but rinse, and every time you wash your hair, the color goes out more. So now I'm trying to deep condition every 2 weeks, but sometimes I still feel like I need to do it every week. Deep conditioning brings back the life to your hair. If your hair is hard, if it gets dry, if it just starts looking limp, you need to deep condition to bring that moisture back, to bring the life back. And trust me, you can get your curls on and popping again if you just deep condition. Okay, so tip number 2 I have is to drink plenty of water. We've been hearing that all our life. Water is good for your body. Not only is it good for your body, but it is great for your hair. The moisture you're putting into your body also goes into your hair, and it makes your hair soft and shiny, manageable. You don't want dry looking hair. Water, of course, is moisture, so you want to make sure you drink plenty of water. Okay, so tip number 3 I have is try to avoid heat. I know a lot of naturals use heat, and that's okay. If you want to use heat, go for it. I'm not mad at you. But when you use heat, make sure you protect your hair. Just don't use a flat iron without using some type of heat protectant that goes for blowing out your hair. If you want to do twist outs, make sure you use a heat protectant. Trust me, it will work. Even if you use heat protectant, you might still get a little damage. Sometimes you just can't avoid it. But to really help your hair, a heat protectant is what works. And try not to use a flat iron or a blow dryer every day. Try to limit yourself. If you can't do it once a month, try to at least do it once a week, and that will really help your hair. Okay, so tip number 4 I have is to protect your hair. Your natural hair is really fragile. It's not the same as getting relaxers or perms. A lot of things can damage your hair, and when I say protect your hair, you want to use protective styles. You can wear wigs, you can wear weave, you can do braids, twist outs, braid outs. Just protect your hair. And also, you need to protect your hair at night. Just because you're natural, don't go to sleep on a regular pillowcase, because that pillowcase can break your hair off. Use a satin pillowcase, and make sure you tie your hair up at night. You can use a silk scarf, you can use a satin bonnet, get a satin pillowcase. Just protect your hair. That pillowcase can really cause damage, and make sure you try some protective styles. And the last tip I have for you, tip number 5, is just to love your hair. It really, kind of gets to me a little bit when naturals say, oh, I can't wear my hair out because my hair just doesn't look right. My hair doesn't look like all the other girls. Wear your hair for you. If you have kinky hair, if you have curly hair, wavy hair, if your hair is straight and it's natural, just be confident in your hair. Just because you see girls with hair all down their backs or big bushy lion hair, curly hair, doesn't mean that your hair has to look like that. Your hair can look any kind of way, and as long as you're happy with it and as long as you're natural, then you really shouldn't care what anybody else has to say. Do your hair for you. But if you want to wear wigs and weaves, then more power to you. Like, I'm not mad at you for that either. So just do what makes you comfortable, but remember to always love your hair, and don't go off of what everybody else's hair looks like. And remember, what works for everybody else or somebody else may not always work for you. So you have to try things that works for you, what works best for you. Just remember to love your hair. That is so important. Okay, so I hope these tips have worked for you. Those are my top 5 tips that I have used over the years to get me where I am now. If you're thinking about going natural, go for it. If you're natural and you're starting to feel discouraged, just, everything is a journey. Everything is a process. Don't give up. Keep going. And trust me, you'll love it. Okay, guys, see you all soon.